Sí. Hola, Panda, ¿qué tal?
Hola, hola.
Te eché de menos la semana pasada. ¿Qué pasó, Panda? ¿Por qué no estuviste?
No, no estaba acá la semana pasada.
No, y lo
No
saco,
te la...
amigo. Que yo
Ah,
soy muy fan de
cierto.
Sacred porque me hizo una entrevista de verdad, ¿no? O sea, me dijo cosas de Dota, me habló sobre su carrera. No
Pero
fue
es que
chacota, ¿no? Pero...
si quieres me preguntas de cosas de Dota, de verdad. Tú eres el que pregunta y soy el que
Ah,
responde.
Ah,
Sí.
yeah, discúlpame, perdona, es culpa mía. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just bantering with Panda. Panda's telling me that he is the best interviewee in SA. He's very confident and he thinks he's one of the best pro players as well. I don't know. He's just kind of bragging to me for a second.
Eso dije ahora.
Okay, Panda. My first question for you is why don't you ever answer my Discord messages? You only answer me in interviews and then you leave me in red. I am very offended by this. What's up, Panda?
Ya, pues esa vez dije... Te gosteé nomás, es como cuando... ¿Por qué no me hiciste la cita que teníamos? Así que ya desaparecí tu vida.
Okay, Panda says he enjoyed ghosting me. That's a real translation now. Panda, you guys are now going to the major. I know you don't believe it. Actually, can I ask, why does everyone in your team keep saying on stream that the major's not going to happen and therefore creating a bunch of rumors on social media?
Creo que solamente lo dijo Pacas y no sé si lo dijo en serio o de broma, pero la gente se lo tomó en serio.
Okay, he says Pacas said it on stream in case you guys didn't see that. In fact, from the Awaken social media manager had to come to disprove Pacas. And he's like, I don't know if people took it seriously or not, but Pacas did say it. Probably he was not saying it seriously, who knows? Are you still sticking to the story that until you're on that plane, you're not going to believe the major's happening?
Sí, sí. Ya me pasó una vez. A Matthew le ha pasado 2 veces. No voy a traérmela.
Hostia, claro, Matthew lo pasó con Los Ángeles, con Thunder. Okay, so he says, yes, it happened to be once already. He was bamboozled once. Matthew was bamboozled twice. We're not believing anything until they're on that plane. All right, in the hypothetical sense that the major exists, though, Panda, would you be excited to go to Stockholm?
No, sí, bastante. Estoy con muchas ganas de jugar contra los equipos europeos. No tanto por jugar las rankings de Europa, tal vez un poco, no sé. Mi experiencia no es muy buena, pero ojalá me hagan cambiar mi mentalidad sobre ellas de nuevo. Pero son más por los streams que voy a jugar con los equipos.
Yeah, so he says that the reason he's very excited to go to Europe. Sorry about that. He's very excited to go to Europe. He's actually kind of showing emotions now, and he says that the only thing he's not looking forward to in Stockholm is the ranked games. He says European ranked games weren't the best, and he's open to changing that mentality, but he's going to have to see. But he's very excited to get to play against some of the European teams. Can I ask you why the ranked games are not good, or what your opinion is on that? Why you think they're bad?
No creo que sean malos, simplemente me tocan los rankings malos a mí.
Okay.
Yo juego 5 y todas las partidas que me tocan 3 supports en mi equipo.
Interesting. Okay, so he says that it's not so much they're bad, it's that he had a bad experience personally because he's a support player, and every time he played a ranked game, he would have like 3 support players in his team, and obviously they would lose then because nobody could play core. That's fascinating. South America, of course, everyone's carry, right? So you're better there.
No, simplemente como ya tengo mis avoids en Sudamérica, ya no me tengo que en mi equipo, ¿no?
Okay. So since he already has his avoid list ready in South America, he's better. He's more ready. He's more ready about his teams. Is there any team particularly that you're seeing the qualified or you think is going to qualify that you're very excited to play against?
Quiero jugar contra Boom, Gladiators, OG, todos los fuertes.
¿Contra quién, perdón?
Boom.
¿Cuál es el primero?
Desea.
¿Boom?
Boom.
Boom
Esports.
Yeah.
Sí, Boom.
Yeah, okay. He wants to play against Boom. He wants to play against Gaming Gladiators. He's excited. Are you excited because they're the new up-and-coming teams? Well, Boom somewhat. Or is it because they're the top teams in the region?
Porque son los top y porque no he jugado contra ellos antes. Como que ya he jugado con el antiguo Alliance, con el Liquid. Ellos, como que no me importa si volviera a jugar contra ellos. Quiero jugar con los nuevos.
Right, so he's excited because they're the newer teams that he hasn't gotten to play against. I know SCA fans, Boom does have a lot of players that are well known in the SCA scene. Please don't crucify me on Twitter. But they are lesser, they're not as experienced in LANs because of the COVID situation, of course. Panda, is there any region that you think that you like are particularly afraid against playing? Or any region you're interested in playing against? As a style, per se.
O sea, quiero jugar contra todas, menos contra Norteamérica, porque premiamos mucho contra EG, TS, Wincy, así que ya saben lo que jugamos. Quisiera jugar más contra otros estilos juego, ¿no?
He's really excited to play against other styles that are not North America because he scrims a lot against TSM, Quincy, and EG, and obviously he wants to try out different styles, so any region is good as long as it's not North America. So this time, you must be really happy that you get group stages to actually get to play against teams, right?
Sí, por fin, al menos vamos a poder probarnos, ¿no? Si es que de verdad somos un equipo bueno o no.
Right. As this time we get to prove ourselves to see if we're actually a good team or not. It's interesting. If you asked Reddit, they would probably say that you're happy about being able to skip group stages. What is your feeling on that as a player? Why is group stages important to you as a player?
O sea, tú puedes llegar a la playoff con una mentalidad equivocada y no te da la cantidad de juegos suficientes para darte cuenta o cambiar eso. Así que simplemente puedes haber estado streameando, ganar los streams, pero cuando llegas al torneo, tal vez nada de eso funciona. Y no tienes los 8 juegos que tienes en el grupo para cambiar.
That's very interesting, actually. So he says that in the major, especially because it's condensed, right? It's very different from DPC. You come in with a certain mentality, and if you come in with the wrong mentality and you go through group stages, you have a lot of games to be able to change. The 8 games to be able to change your mentality. Yeah, maybe in scrims it works out, but in officials it's a completely different thing. But if you go directly to playoffs, you don't, and then you just are there with your mentality. You're kind of stuck in the first game, and if you don't do well, you don't do well, and that's it. Do you feel like maybe that was a disadvantage actually for teams that went directly to playoffs?
Algunos equipos simplemente eran malos. Por eso simplemente perdieron. Y otros sí creo que les afectó el ir al playoff.
Some teams were bad, but some teams were just affected by going directly to playoffs. Okay. I'm assuming you're not going to name names here. You're not going to say any teams.
No voy a decir nada.
Okay.
O sea, no voy a decir que no ping eran los malos. No voy a decir que no ping eran malos y por eso.
He's not going to say no ping is bad. He's not going to say no ping is bad. No ping. No. Panda very vocal about South American teams, but reserved and professional when it comes to international teams. Interesting. I want to ask you as well, since you get to go to this major, do you feel when you go to these majors, partially because of the general idea against South America, do you feel like a representative of South America ever? Like if you do well, you do badly, you kind of bring the region down with you? Or do you just feel like you're playing for your team?
No, yo juego por mí. A mí ya tanto hate que ya no me importa si yo juego por ellos. Yo no te represento, yo juego por mis sentimientos. Al final ya me da igual. Si yo voy bien, yo no estoy jugando por ti, no. O sea, mis logros no son tus logros, son los míos. Chévere que tú me apoyaste y todo. O sea, ahí si que yo sé que tú me apoyaste, yo muy agradecido, pero mis logros no son los tuyos. Si no comienzas a decir, ni tirarle hate a otro diciendo, no sé, yo soy fan de él, así que yo puedo hablar más.
Perdón, a mí, como español de mierda, no entiendo esa frase. Mis loros son tus loros, ¿me la puedes...?
No, o sea, hay unos que dicen, o sea, yo soy de Perú, este equipo me representa y o sea, como si yo le hubiera ganado. Se lo toman muy personal, pero si es que yo pierdo, también se lo toman personal y dice que yo soy el malo y que se me estoy llevando todo el país de abajo. O sea, simplemente yo soy yo y nada más.
Right. So he says he just plays for himself. He plays for himself. He plays for his own feelings, for your team as well, right? But he doesn't. He used the phrase, which I'm going to just translate directly, which is "my parrots, not your parrots," right? Which is an interesting phrase. I had never heard it as a Spaniard. Obviously, a Peruvian idiom. But what he's saying essentially with that phrase is saying, like, some people, whenever a Peruvian team, for example, is a Peruvian and they support the team, and the team does well, they feel like they won too, or the team does badly and they feel like they lost too. But he says, no, I'm just playing for myself. I represent myself. I don't represent anybody in South America. Even those that support him. He says, yeah, like if those support me, great. Thank you very much for the support. But I'm still not representing you. I'm just myself. So that's what Panda has to say about that idea. It's a very, very cool. Do you represent me, Panda? Can I say that you win when I win when you win?
Depende.
¿Depende de qué?
Depende que gane. Si gano una Major pues, o una Choco Cup.
Ok. La Major no puedo decirlo, pero la Choco Cup sí. Okay. So I get to say that he represents me if he wins an amateur tournament, but if he wins a major, that's not me anymore. So there we go. That's your rule for Panda. That's nice. That's nice. Finally, Panda, as we get into the think about the last match, how serious is it for you? I mean, you've already qualified officially, but I want to ask you, how serious is it for you the Beast Coast match? Like, how much does it matter to you that you win? Because I know before you wanted the 7-0 was clean, very important to you. What does this last match mean to you?
Pues no mucho, la verdad. O sea, igual quiero ganar y todo, pero no representa mucho. Es más como, quiero ganar porque tanta gente viene a mi y me dice, Panda, déjate ganar. Como, yo no voy a dejarme ganar porque me lo pides. Yo no soy siendo cagón yo no soy cagón al dejar que me ganen o algo así. O sea, simplemente yo gano porque quiero ganar y porque puedo, ¿no? O si pierdo también porque perdí. O sea, si el otro equipo se puso en una mala situación al perder un juego, no es mi responsabilidad, yo no tengo que arreglarlo por ello, ¿no? Y ellos me dicen, pero ¿por qué eres cagón?
O sea, sí, ¿no?
Al final fue esa chance de perder, ¿no?
Creo que...
Esa gente que te dice eso te da un poco de potencia, el odio, algo.
Tal vez.
A veces le damos su besito.
Tal vez. Un poco.
Okay. So Panda says when he plays against Beast Coast, yeah, obviously there's not much at stake, so it doesn't matter as much as if they win or lose, of course. But he wants to win, just naturally, just wants to win that series. And he says a lot of people, they come to his stream. Obviously, he's talking with the Spanish fans, and they come to his stream and says, just let yourself win. Let yourself be beat, right? That way Beast Coast gets to go. You know, don't be. I guess the best translation would be a shitter. Honestly, like don't be a shitter. Don't ruin Beast Coast. Like just let yourself win. And he says no. I hate those people. All those people say this. He doesn't like that. He doesn't want to specify if that fuels them or not. He's like, yeah, maybe it fuels me. But certainly, if he wins, then great, and he gets to make a team pass or he screws over Beast Coast. It's their fault for losing their game. And if he loses, then it's also his loss. And Beast Coast just played better. Not really much to do. And if another team doesn't get to make it, again, not his responsibility. He qualifies for himself. He doesn't represent anybody. Me gusta la temática esa entrevista, muy self-sufficient aquí. Finally, Panda, I wanted to ask you anything you'd like to say to the English fans who might have gathered this season, anything you'd like to say to the people that are going to start watching you in the major, people that might not know you or your style as much, Panda. Any war cry?
Nada, no tengo nada para los nuevos que nos vayan a ver en la major y que nos digan, vayan a decir algo, solamente gracias a los que nos han apoyado. A mí, pues yo he recibido mucho más de apoyo positivo de la parte de los brasileños y de las personas que hablan en inglés que en español, así que estoy bastante agradecido con eso.
Okay, so he says to those people that are going to start watching him in the major, he has nothing to say. But to those that have been supporting him for a while, especially to the Brazilian and the English fans who have actually given him more support than a lot of the Peruvian fans, or I guess Spanish speakers in general, not necessarily Peruvians, he wants to send their warmest regards and kind hugs and thank them for the support that they've given them this whole time. Well, Panda, do you have anything to show me today, by the way, as the interview ends, or is that's it? You have nothing today?
No, nada. O sea, mi lápiz del Panda. ¿Qué? ¿Mi pen? ¿Y mi lápiz?
No,
te lo
es
mostré.
Nike. Sí, pero de nuevo. Okay. Look at that. Oh, no me lo mostraste. Oh. There we go. Panda always shows us something every interview. Today he shows us a little cute pencil with pandas on it. And that's it. That's
Está muy lejos.
Oh.
No,
Wait, he says.
No, ya fue para la siguiente.
Okay, for next one. Okay, so that's you have to win Biscos. That's your motivation. So you can show us more stuff. He has something to show us for the next one. Let's see if they can beat Biscos. Panda, thank you for your time. Always a pleasure, man. Congratulations on qualifying.
Y mis saludos a mi familia. Eso.
Perdón, sí, no, disculpe. Panda, who would you like to say hello to? Who would you like to use your time for?
Quiero mandar, no sé tampoco.
¿A quién le quieres enviar tu saludo? Who would you like to say hi to, Panda? Oh, this is your time, please, Panda, my lord. Who would you like to say something to?
Quiero mandar un saludo a Abo.
Es una mierda. He wants to say hi to Abo, whoever that is.
A mi mamá, que la extraño bastante, la quiero mucho.
To his mother, is he qualified? He loves her very much.
Y a mi pareja, como siempre.
As always.
Y ya, esta vez un saludo a los que están siempre en mi stream. Muchas gracias por el apoyo y siempre estar ahí. Los aprecio bastante últimamente, aunque a veces los trate mal.
He wants to also highlight or really give a special shout out to people that support him on his stream. That they've been just like pretty positive and they've been supporting him a lot, and he feels really nice about it, even if sometimes he mistreats them. So this is his way to appease them. Thank you, Panda, for your time. Now, officially, congrats to qualify for the major, and hopefully we can see you next week, Panda. Good luck. Bye.
Gracias, chao.